With Jared Lawrence, who's working with the Minnesota Storm freestyle guys today, and obviously real active with wrestling at many levels. Jared, talk a little bit about how it's going with the Olympic level guys up there at Minnesota, and you know the kind of people that you're going to be bringing out to compete in the next few years.
It's going good. It's taken a while just to learn, since Kevin he's been with Minnesota just a few years, and Zach Sanders, I don't work with them in college, so it's a little bit of a transition period to learn their styles and develop what style is going to work for them. There's so many different philosophies out there, so I think right now it's just trying to find out what style is going to fit that person, what moves are going to work best for that guy, and finding a way to get to him and expose him more.
Obviously the Minnesota Storm has really got a full program. They had Greco guys that were here yesterday. They've supported women in the past, real strong on the age group levels, working with the kids on their way up in high school. I mean, is it you feel that this club really is making a big impact, and you can see it being there in the state working with all those guys?
The Storm Club?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Storm, they do a really good job of helping kids at all levels. They run schoolboy duels, they run cadets, they run juniors, they got a Greco program, they got a freestyle program, so that I think they have every level covered, and they got people that are appointed jobs that are strictly, that's their job. Their job is to help the Storm get better, help wrestling get better. How does it get better? What do we do now? What do we do next? And I think that's what helps the program grow.
Now you've developed the club with the Olympic medalist Brandon Paulson, another Minnesota star in college, and a guy that grew up around there, to work with younger athletes. Tell us a little about how that's going, because from what I understand, you've had some great success with the young athletes that have been working with you guys full time.
Yeah. So Paulson and I run a club called Pinnacle Wrestling School, and it's something where we're both really passionate about wrestling. We love wrestling, we love it at all levels, we love what it does for people, the toughness it brings people, the life values that it brings for kids, and we started at a young age, and we're trying to develop wrestling, trying to develop better people in general, just their work ethic, their lifestyles, the fact that you work hard, you dream, you go for your goals, and that's, once you get that instilled in a kid's brain, then life is easier.
Yeah. So hey, we're at the Schultz. You won this thing a few times. Now you're here coaching. Any memories of when you were competing, and also what it takes to be a winner at this tournament?
I've won some, but I've also lost a couple too. So yeah. It goes back and forth a little bit. But it's nice to have foreign wrestlers come here. Sometimes the rest of the tournaments, it's you wrestle on a bunch of U.S. guys that you see all the time.
Right.
It's nice this year. I mean, I looked at the bracket, and it was the first time maybe that we've had more foreigners in every bracket than Americans, and that's kind of exciting.
So, and you guys started a tournament in December this year, the Minnesota Storm Cup.
Yep.
We had some good individuals in it. I mean, obviously there wasn't a lot of weeks to get prepared, but is that something they're excited about up in Minnesota?
It was their first year setting this whole thing up, but again, it was a Storm that got behind it and said, what, we need another tournament. The Sunkiss kind of backed out of one, and they were like, we need more competition. Go over to Russia, and then they got competitions every week.
Right. So
we just kind of figured, we need some more competition, and they partner it with the Minnesota Christmas tournament, so there's actually some fans there, and it's exciting. It was small this year, but now that it's out there, and I think it'll grow.
How about the Gophers? I mean, a lot of good teams in college wrestling. You keep an eye on that? You're pretty supportive of them?
I'm not in the Gopher room very much, just because it gets crowded in that tiny little room. So we usually work out before or after, and I'll stick around and peek my head in a little bit. But they got a really good team. I don't know if they've got everybody firing on all the same cylinders yet, but I think they know what they're doing. So we'll see how
they're going to host the national duels up there. You think we'll get a good crowd?
Yeah, I think it will be good. I really do. Yeah.
Yeah, they love their wrestling in Minnesota.
We do, I'm sure there's some other states that might like it.
Even though you weren't originally from Minnesota, right?
we back our Gophs up.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate having you out here, Jared, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you at other events. Just hadn't had an opportunity to interview you in a while, so we're real pleased with what's going on there, and we want to make sure people are aware about it.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.